You cannot call yourself a real Star Wars fan if you enjoyed Episode 3 of The Acolyte, plain and simple. You know, call it gatekeeping, call it toxic, call it whatever you want, you know? You are not. You're just simply not a real Star Wars fan. And by all means, you can be a Disney Star Wars fan. You can be a fake Star Wars fan. You can be a Rey fan, sequel fan. You can. That's you. But you are not one of us. You are not like us. You are not a real Star Wars fan, because after what we saw last night with The Acolyte, Episode 3.
The power of one. The power of many.
We saw Disney once again, you know, shitting on the characters that built the damn thing, right? Shitting on Anakin, right?
What?
Anakin, who was created by the Force. He was a chosen one, created by the Force. This has never happened. It's never happened in the history of Star Wars until now, until
Leslie Headland!
He was created by the Force because Plagueis, you know, Darth Sidious's master, Darth Plagueis, attempted to create a life form, a dark side life form, by trying to will the Force, force the Force to create life.
He could use the Force to influence the midi-chlorians to create life.
Right? In an effort to fight back, the Force created Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, who was said to go on and defeat the Sith, which he did, right? It's the miracle in Star Wars. It's never... Darth Sidious could never do this. He could never create life. He's resorting to cloning. He's resorting to this, that. He cannot use the Force to create life. No one can. It's something that's just not possible. Only the Force can do that. Well, not anymore. Now, according to Disney, according to these dummies that created The Acolyte, right? These lesbian witches did it. These lesbian witches created twins using the Force. So again, you know, the whole thing with Anakin being created by the Force, how special that was, all that's all out the window now. And what was up with the Jedi trying to recruit these old ass kids too, by the way, huh? Well, what's up with that? Again, in Episode 3 of The Acolyte, you know, Disney, they just can't help themselves. Star Wars is already a corpse. But Disney is doing everything to dismantle the corpse, which is Star Wars, to burn it, you know, break it apart. They're doing everything they can. They're taking shits on it, everything they're doing, these people, you know, they're not that smart. They created Rey. That's who these people are. But what they did was, again, Anakin Skywalker was too old. He had too much fear of losing his mother. He had this attachment, which made him dangerous, which Yoda... Right? Yoda made the decision, we can't train him, he's too old, so did Mace Windu. Too dangerous. But now, according to these geniuses at Disney, these dummies, you know, that's all out the window too, because now the Jedi are recruiting these old-ass twins that not only have this attachment to each other, but they have this attachment to their mothers and to this whole coven of lesbian witches. That's where we are now in Disney Star Wars, you know. That's what they're doing. And also, by the way, if you don't like this abomination that they're calling Star Wars, you are the problem. You know, you are a phobe, you're this, you're that, you're all this. I get called out every single day in my comment section, you know, because I call out Disney for what they're doing. I call them out, you know, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, if you don't like it, then don't watch. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm not going to let you out that easy. I am going to watch every single episode, and I'm going to point and laugh, and I'm going to make content exposing, bringing awareness to the fact that Disney is relentlessly mocking George Lucas, relentlessly disrespecting Star Wars, disrespecting Star Wars fans with this garbage. I'm not going to stop. It's just going to get worse for Disney. It's just going to get worse for fake Star Wars. Because I'm not alone in this. There's many other creators, bigger creators than me, you know, making content on this garbage, mocking this garbage. You know, because yes, we are taking it personal. We are not going to let off. We are not going to remove our heel from Disney's neck. Right? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing against this garbage And I know you're here with me because you are real Star Wars fans. And just like me, you are taking this personal because what Disney is doing is they are disrespecting us. They are disrespecting something that we loved. And that's something they don't understand. That's why they keep attacking you, attacking real Star Wars fans. You know, oh, you just don't like it because you're this. It's like, no, motherfucker. We don't like this because it is disrespectful to Star Wars. We don't like this garbage, this episode 3 of The Acolyte, because it's taking a shit on the essence of Star Wars. And make no mistake about it, the essence of Star Wars is Anakin Skywalker, is the chosen one, is Vader's story. It all revolves around him. That's what the entire story is based on. It's not fucking lesbian witches over here using the Force, you know, calling it the thread, the string, whatever, going sewing with it, you know, crocheting with it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's not what it is. The Star Wars is the story of Darth Vader and his family, of Anakin Skywalker and his family, his kids, and George Lucas and his planned sequels intended it to be about his grandchildren. It's about family. It's about looking at these characters and not necessarily identifying them, but wanting to aspire to be like them, to be like Luke Skywalker. You know, that's why we real Star Wars fans are going at this so hard, because this is personal to us. This is something that not only we grew up with, we depended on this, sometimes for happiness. It was the only escape we had. And now, thanks to Disney, right? Again, Disney has already, it's already been dead, but now they have made it a certainty that there is no future at all for Star Wars. At all. But anyway, you guys, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. And like always, sensational.